Good morning, students. So, today we are going to discuss the answer key for the test series 4. So, there will be 4 questions of 3 marks each, and we are going to discuss their solution. The first question is AC and AE is equal from the given figure. AB and AD are equal. Angle BAD and EAC are equal. So all these are equal, that is given in the question as marked in the diagram. We have to show that the side BC and DE are equal. Now these two sides are of the triangle ABC and ADE. So first thing that we have to do is to show congruency of the triangle ABC and ADE. To start with the congruency, first we are going to consider the angle BAD and EAC. They are equal. To this equal parts, if we add angle DAC and DAC, together we will get angle BAC and EAC. So here is a misprint, it will be EAC. We know when a equal thing to a equal thing, if we add an equal portion, the resultant is also equal. So now we will consider the triangle ABC and DAE. In these two triangles, AB and AD are equal. Angle BAC and EAD DAE are equal, and AC and AE is equal. So by side angle side congruency rule, we can say the two triangles are equal, and hence we can say BC is equals to DE by CPCT. So our required to prove is achieved. Now in the next question, we have PQ is parallel to ST, angle PQR is 110, angle RST is 130. We need to find angle QRS, that is this angle. So to find such angles, first we need to draw two lines which are parallel to each other. PQ is extended to a point Y, and PY is parallel to LM is parallel to ST. So this is a part of our construction. Now since ST and XY is parallel, we know that sum of co-interior angle is 180 degree. Angle S is given as 130 degree. So by sum of co-interior angle, we can find angle X as 180 minus 30, that is 50 degree. Now angle SXY is equals to angle QXR. These two angles are all vertically opposite angles. So since angle SXY is 50, we can say that QXR is also 50 degree. Now PQ is a line that is extended to Y. So the angle at Q is 180 degree. Angle PQR is 110. Subtracting from 180, we will get angle RQX. So on subtracting, we will get 70 degree. Now this forms a triangle. QXR forms a triangle in where Q is 70, X is 50. So by angle sum property, we can say that this two angle X and Q, if we add it up and subtract it from 180, we will get R. So subtracting R and substituting all the values, we will get QRX as 60 degree. Therefore QRS, that is our required angle to find, is 60 degree. Now third question is, in the given quadrant, in which quadrant or axis do the following points lie? So first we need to draw a quadrant or Cartesian plane actually. This is our quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4. -2, 4 will lie on So along with the quadrant, we can use the sign. Plus plus is quadrant 1, minus plus is quadrant 2, minus minus is quadrant 3, and plus minus is quadrant 4. So you can see that the first point, minus 2 plus 4, is minus plus. So it should lie on the second quadrant. Excuse me. Plus 3 minus 1 is of the sign plus minus, so it will lie on the quadrant 4. Now minus 1 comma 0 will lie on x-axis, rather x dash axis, because it is on the negative side of the x-axis. Then 1 comma 2 will lie on the first quadrant, as they both are plus plus sign. Then we have minus minus sign, so minus 3 minus 5 will lie on the third quadrant. And lastly 0 comma 5, since 0 means the point lies on the axis and 5 means it lies on the positive side of the axis, so it is positive side of y-axis, that is y-axis is the answer. And lastly, we have the question of factorizing a cubic polynomial. In cubic polynomial, we first have to see the last number. So from there we can determine the probable factor. So the last number is 5, so the probable factors will be plus minus 1 and plus minus 5. By trial method, if we substitute the values of plus 1 and minus 1, plus 5 and minus 5 in the polynomial, we can see for minus 1 we get the polynomial as 0. So p minus 1 is 0, and hence we can say that x plus 1 is a factor of the polynomial px. So x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Here we know that x plus 1 is a factor, so we can write it as x square into x plus 1 minus 4x into x plus 1 minus 5 into x plus 1. Now since x plus 1 is a factor, so we can write it as x plus 1 into x square minus 4x plus 5. So the second bracket that we have is a quadratic equation where the sum is minus 4 and the product is minus 5. So here we need to find two such numbers on which addition we will get minus 4 and multiplication we get minus 5. So two such numbers are minus 5 and 1. On adding these two numbers we will get minus 4, and on multiplying these two numbers we will get minus 5. So we can split the middle term and write it as minus 5x plus x. So from the first two term we can get x as common and we can write x into x minus 5, and from the last two term we can get common as plus 1, so plus 1 into x minus 5. If we take common from the second bracket, then we can write x plus 1 that we have already found out as a factor. From the second bracket we get x minus 5 into x plus 1. So this is the factor of the polynomial x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. So these are the 4 questions for the test series 4. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. Thank you.